Welcome to another Friday follow-up in that continuing journey of accountability. Yes, this message is a little late this morning. You might say things kind of spun out of control. Well, you can say that. I'm not. I really don't believe that the world is spinning out of control. I can control certain things. Well, wait a minute. I guess there are some things I can't control. I can't control the weather. I can't control what you do. I can't control what my family does. Oh, wait a minute, but I can control what I do. And if I wanted to get this message on time, I should have had better control this morning and start a little bit earlier. But hey, at least it gives us something to chat about, because control is a big issue in weight loss and that journey to a healthier lifestyle. Because sometimes I think I am out of control when I'm making bad choices. And is it really out of control, or just maybe there's a lot of things going on at the same time? But then again, I'm supposed to be able to control that. You see how confusing this is? The month of May was very hectic. I spent some time at headquarters, came back home, even though flying these days is a challenge and a half. But when I came back home, did a few things around the house, had to mow the lawn, and then Ann and I took off for a much needed vacation. I've been back in the office for the second day now, and I'm trying to get back in control. Do you know how many emails happen over time when you're not watching them and answering them in a timely fashion? Yes, my email box just exploded. I guess that's something else I can't control, but I'm getting through them, and I'm finally getting towards the end, and I'll be wrapping that up later on today, probably right after this message. But with the continuing journey of accountability, that's something that I can control also. And it had been 3 weeks since I was able to attend a meeting. So that meant 3 weeks that I had not had an official weigh-in. But remember, I've mentioned other things that I use to try to keep me accountable. And yeah, they did. They sent me a message, all right. My belt did get a little bit tighter, had to move it up a notch, and some of the things that I had packed on my vacation just didn't fit as well towards the end of the vacation. Again, all in my control, but sometimes things slip away. So I did attend my chapter meeting last night, but I chose not to weigh in. And I know some folks are having a little difficulty with that concept, but we're a weight loss group, and why aren't you weighing in? Well, again, as I just mentioned, there's other ways that help me keep accountable. But my head, my psyche, my emotions just wasn't there to face that scale. And if I hadn't had that option of just saying, I'm here, but I'm not weighing, and I'm going to participate in the meeting, I might have stayed home. And if I'd have stayed home, I wouldn't have got the motivation, the inspiration, and the support that happened at the meeting last night. And that's why it's important to go to the meeting, even if you don't weigh in, because we know we have control. We know what's going on. And based on other items and not having that official weigh-in, I knew I had probably gained about 8 pounds. I just didn't want to say it officially. I'm assuming, I think I am, but going to the meeting last night kind of got me back on track, kind of gave me that control that I was looking for. And I started right in this morning, moving around more. That's probably why I was a little bit late. I went outside and walked around the yard a bit before I really got into my first cup of coffee and my second cup of coffee, and then started work. Yeah, folks, a little bit late this morning. Again, sorry, but control is control. And but I just was started to reflect on a lot of things that happened this month, a lot of things going on in TOPS, a lot of things going on in my personal life, a lot of milestones. And I think as I get older, maybe, and I don't know this because I've never been this old before, I get a little bit more emotional. Ann and I just celebrated our 45th anniversary, and we just can't figure out where all the years went. Today is the 5th year of my father's passing. I don't understand where those 5 years went. Going to have a lot of grandkids coming over for the weekend as my son and daughter are traveling this weekend. So we've got the grandsons. The granddaughter Abigail is going to be staying with her grandfather this weekend. And I think all of this, knowing what's been going on this past month, what was going to be happening, just kind of spun my world, my personal world, out of control. And I think that can happen to a lot of us. And the only solution, folks, is to try to spin things back into control. And we can do that by attending our meetings, reaching out for support, and not being afraid to ask for help. And I guess maybe that's what I'm doing today, is asking for help, because sometimes I do, even though I don't want to subscribe to that saying things are spinning out of control, I'm very much aware that it can. And my weight loss journey is showing that right now. For the first time, probably in 20 years, I'm struggling. This is the hardest struggle. And I don't know, is it age related? I don't know. I want to hear back from you folks. Is it just that maybe emotions are running rampant in my life right now and just can't seem to grab on? I don't know. But I do know one thing. I'm not going to give up. I've done this before. I've got to go, as I've joked around, and I have to joke because it's better than crying. I've done it 6, 7 times. I'm going to do it again. It's just taking a little bit longer than I expected. But again, not going to give up. I hope you folks don't give up. And we just got to work together to stay in control, because we are intelligent people, right? That's what it says. And I try to repeat it over and over and over. So I hope you take time to share some of your feelings today. I think it will be helpful to everyone, because while the world is spinning, we do have to work together to maintain some sense of control. And I'll see you next Friday.